I've got Piper in the tub here. I'm just putting this to make her feel a little bit more secure. She doesn't love the bath. She never used to let me wash her head. She used to hate it. So she's come a long way. I mean, but I have been doing her for about 12 years now. So I got my shampoo bottle ready. So I'm just gonna give it a shake. I typically usually put about this much shampoo and then I top the rest off with warm water. But I don't put the warm water in until I'm ready to go and bath her because I want it to be warm when I put it on her. So I'm just gonna start getting her wet. My hose is pretty strong, so it does have a quick fire back. Just gonna wet her down real quick. I always wet my dogs down. I just find it super important. I cover her eye, so I'm not spraying the hose directly in her eye. Get her all wet. I think it's important to get them wet because then your shampoo is going to lather up just that much better. A lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot. I don't know how many people, but some people like to do the diluted shampoo right on her, like on the dry dog. I don't. I like to wet my dog down. And I'm pretty old school. I like to use these shampoo bottles because I can literally, as you can see, direct where I want the shampoo to go. So it's not just going down the drain. And then I'm just gonna give her a quick shampoo. Give her a nice massage as I'm going along. Make sure to get her feet really well cleaned. She's not gonna have as much soap suds as she will when we go to do her second shampoo. Yeah. I swear you like your shampoos now. I couldn't even touch her head before. She used to hate it. Look at her now. You've come so far. I hope that I help people with these videos. I want to become a teacher one day, but for now, if I can teach through video, that's the way I'm going to do it. I have taught some people how to groom. It's not for everybody. Some people start it and then they realize that it's not for them. So I do recommend going to a shop and see if you could job shadow for a day or so, just to make sure it's something that you want to do, and ask if you can have a little bit of hands-on. So important. Your feet look so dirty, my girl. There we go. We're going to do a rinse. And I don't care if I rinse all the way. Just get a good rinse going. Nice and warm. You're being so good. You're being so good. You're showing off to the camera. Good girl. So, I always do 2 shampoos. I don't usually let my dog shake, but I usually tell them no. She caught me off guard. Good girl. Yeah, if you can train them early at a young age not to shake, I just can't stress how much control you guys have and you don't realize it, and it doesn't take much to train these guys. Most of them can be pretty good and well behaved if you train them properly. And some needs drugs, hey, my girl? Sometimes you need drugs. Calm down. Just want to make sure that you really clean around the mouth, because that's where they get all their yuckies from their food and stuff. You're actually being so good today. Most dogs don't like the bath. I think she's enjoying it. She's grumbling and grunting. Oh, she's a good girl. Second rinse, you want to make sure that you really do a good job rinsing for the second one, because you don't want her to get any itchy skin, irritation from the shampoo. This shampoo is all plant-based though, so chances are she won't get any anyway. But it also affects your clippers and everything else, so. And she could get dandruff if you don't wash. Just kind of letting the hose run down her face. I always try to wipe their eyes after. You really want to get in there and make sure it's clean. Get all the eye juices out. Good girl, I don't think you need that. You're just showing off today. So basically when I have no more soap suds going down the drain, that's when you know you've done your job and you've rinsed really good. Good girl. Ah! You got me twice today, Piper. You got me twice today. And then you're just going to gently squeeze the water out. You don't want to go too hard because you don't want to hurt them. But I always squeeze the water out. And then you can usually see if there's any suds when you go to squeeze them out. And if you do find any, then you can just rinse her again. And she's still in the tub. And I always take a fresh towel out of the dryer. I usually try to make sure it's warm on colder days. Today's not too bad. So, and I always go for their face first and towel dry their eyes, because that's what you would want. If you got out of the shower, you'd want your eyes wiped. So I'm gonna just take this off. Just gonna slide her out of here. Good girl. Grumble, grumble. And then I'm just gonna towel dry her really good in here real quick. And then we're gonna pick her up. And I'm gonna just carry her to the table. There. Good girl. Oh, rumble. Another shaky, shaky. Oh, super girl. Towel drying is really important. It just takes less time to dry if you're doing the towel drying. Now, if you have a really curly dog, you might not want to towel dry as much, depending on how much coat they have. You just have to go, it goes by, you know, coat type and breed and type of dog. I guess that's the same thing as. There we go. Okay, good girl. And I'm just gonna put this conditioner back on her. And it's a leave-in, so It can just stay in. You don't have to worry about rinsing it. Just brings that coat softness, any tangles. Yeah. And I'm gonna dry her now. You probably don't want to hear this.